we're getting close to graduation, and are those students prepared for the workforce? I'm not so sure. We've got almost 8 million jobs in the country that are unfulfilled. Are we training these students who are graduating for what the workforce needs, what industry needs? We want to bring more manufacturing back to this country. Are we actually preparing these students for their AI development, for more workforce development skills? I think we really need to look at college curriculum and how we really are training and preparing this next group of graduates and the ones who are coming out today for their careers. We need to start earlier. I think middle schools, high schools, we just need to change our thinking about education. 4-year degrees, not necessary for everything, but can we get short-term certificates? Are there other ways to look at how we're educating this workforce? And I think there are. I think we can be better at it. And I think there'll be a lot more job satisfaction. I think graduation rates at universities will improve if we bring on more of the workforce development skills.
What I like about that one is that she said that you can't think of a university for everything. So if you're trying to go to school, my big thing I always say about this, and y'all pass this on when you replay this, the biggest thing I always say is that you have people who want to be teachers, right? My teachers make a lot of money, by the way. Study, not my study, but a study of a credible source, I like to say, says that teachers are millionaires. So before you say a teacher doesn't make money, and I met a lot of teachers at my recent job, working at Georgia Tech, a lot of teachers there make a good money. They make a good money. I can't speak for some areas, but teachers make good money in some places. And a lot of them are millionaires. And so you have to think, like, if you're going to school, right, you're paying, once again, we're going back to the basics, right? It's the basics. Just, if you play sports, slide your feet. If you read books, read each line. You can't go to a school that's charging you 20 grand or 40 grand a year, fall and spring semester, right? You can't go to a school that charges you fall and spring semester, 40 grand for the year, which is 20 grand per semester. And you're paying 40. So if you do 4 years of college, hopefully, the average student graduates in 6 years or 5. But if you do 4 years, 4 times 4, because 4 times 40 is, I think, 80. My calculator is not up. I've been doing this all off my head, y'all. 40,000 times 4 is 160,000. I was off by 80. See, the average teacher, gotta be that. Average teacher is not making 160 grand out the gate. So now you're hurting what? You're hurting your money. You're hurting your salary. So now you're 50K, if you get a 60K salary, ain't really nothing, because you're still 100K short of what you went to school for. You spent 160 grand for a teacher's degree when you could have went to an average school and got the same thing, and then just build on that, going to conferences through the job, and got better. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And Linda right here is speaking on that. Like, you should, look at different routes to college. She's saying get certificates and stuff, but what their whole agenda, the whole Trump administration agenda, first and foremost, is for students to go to a 2-year and get trades, because we want to bring back the Trump administration agenda and what Trump has been speaking on. I listen to him a lot. He says that he wants to rebuild America. He wants to bring manufacturing back to America. And so one of the ways to start with that is to send people to 2-year colleges so they can go get trade jobs and then work back in manufacturing. Do I see that happening? Maybe. Why? We done. Debt-free degree. They celebrating debt, but we ain't.